I would say medical imaging, as I just presented, is one of the most promising fields where technology and AI will transform patient care. And I think even beyond imaging, what is very exciting in the next few years is start merging and combining and integrating various data and biomarkers from imaging, blood biomarkers, genomic biomarkers, which would be the frontier in order to realize what is really personalized medicine. We are tapping into the surface with what we are doing with medical imaging, but ultimately combining the different types of biomarkers is what would really unlock, both in clinical trials and what would translate successfully in clinical practice and would be for the benefit of the healthcare system, something that its treatment is personalized based not only on the disease, but actually on the patient.
Yeah, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head there, except, I mean, my emphasis is not so much on imaging, but I definitely agree with biomarker analysis and, things like wearable devices, several different, I mean, right now we don't know what to measure in terms of, or we're not sure what to measure in terms of tracking somebody's health and longevity. There's a lot of opinions out there, a lot of people doing great work on it, but it's still an emerging field. There's the old saying that we tend to, over predict what's going to happen in the short term and under predict what's going to happen in the long term. I know a lot of companies are focused on DNA-based therapies and things like that. I think those are very promising, but I think they're well beyond the 10-year horizon, at least for healthy people. So my hope for the next 7-10 years would be to get a better understanding on how to personalize somebody's treatment plan and their longevity plan.
Yeah, as I said earlier, that healthcare systems are unsustainable today. And for the last 10, 20 years, we were looking for unmet problems, to solve unmet problems. In the next decade, we want to bring a dramatic change to the healthcare systems through the most important thing in optimizing costs, because today it's unsustainable. So we need to bring in cheaper solutions, earlier diagnostics, earlier treatments, avoiding hospitalizations. So it is like replaying lots of the solutions that we had in the past in a new and more effective ways. So how can we do this? The most important thing is sending or balancing the load from hospitals, sending treatments, diagnostics into the community.
My dream somehow would be able to have the epigenome analysis, the metabolome analysis, and then microbiome analysis for everyone, because we would have such a nice pictures and at least, like a good clock for longevity. We have been debating with lots of people involved in that area, how to get the best clock to measure that. But if all these tools that are epigenome, metabolome, and microbiome analysis were cheaper and more readily available, I think we will be less blind in the way we treat our future.
Yes, imaging and biomarkers, all of that is really so key. But I feel how we use them is so important. And this is why we have such high costs, because a lot of technology is being misused and misdirected. And I believe the smartest way for the future is to create and use technologies that shed a light on our intrinsic repair mechanisms of every individual body that is a part of this technology use. Technology is a way of revealing who we are, and I think healthcare these days has a very warfare model. It's testing for antibodies instead of testing for immune, IgA levels in the mucosal surface. So I think that really looking at how technology is used is really key.